This is the last video of the Python states tutorials. There's more stuff to talk about, but I think this should be enough for you to get started. This video is going to be more of what's possible. It's not going to be very educational. I'm going to go through all these game examples very quickly, but at the end I will show some resources you can continue learning from. So the first one is this hexa mine. I'll enter the state and I have these boxes I could move. So we covered how to select geometry and move geometry. There's this hidden one here. So I can move that. And with the right click, I'm switching to rotate. So I can rotate these ones like that. And scale. If you didn't know, there's a ambient occlusion mode. It just looks better. Okay, and the scale in this case does scale up and down, but also on the X and Y or Z and X, it does this ripple effect. So I'm using the handles to do things other than scaling. So you can map these handles to control your parameters to do whatever. It doesn't have to be scale, rotation, or orient. This is a coliseum example from a previous project. It's already on the content library with some tutorials. But I'm placing everything using Python states with handles. So for example, I could select this and move it. And once I'm happy with the layout, this HDA rotates and places everything in this radial manner. So you can have a full coliseum or any stadium-like structure. And you could see it's the interior is there, and it's playable in Unreal Engine because all of these are modules. So each part is one mesh and it's being copied and instanced. Yeah, the tutorials are on the website, so you could watch that. And this is a link that's on the Labs ArtStation page. And you can see these are the modules, and I'm using Python states to place them. And once I'm happy with the layout, I do the HDA operations, and there you go. This is more of a PCG tutorial on how to get this coliseum into the engine using instances, and you still have some control over it. That's a different topic though. Okay, that's on tick. This is an interesting one. So I isolated this one on its own. So this is running. I'm not doing anything. It's always gonna run. It's like the on tick event in game engines. And we need to stop it. Okay, here we go. So this time it's gonna keep ticking. So on top of this, you could do anything that requires tick. So you could make games with it. Let's go to the type properties and just take a quick look. It's not a lot. So it's using the Qt. And this is the tick function, and anything you do under here has the tick running, and it's always gonna fire. So like, just be careful what you put under it, because it's always gonna fire. So these are the ones that are using tick, but first I'll take a quick look at this example. It's tic-tac-toe. I can click here and place an X, then O, then X. I'm clicking left click, and it's swapping turns. So you could see how there's two multiparms. So now it's gonna go under the O multiparm, and the next click is gonna go under the X multiparm. And it says tie because no one wins. And inside you have all the logic of this is handling the winning condition, but the placement or the selection is Python states, and you could see here how I'm using the mouse event to use onPicked, so that when I select, I get the grid and get the position, and I check if it's this tile is being used or not. If it is, I cannot place on top of it. Things like that. And this is where I'm editing the multiparms. So anytime you see percentages, this is where the multiparms are. And this is a function specifically like a custom made function to handle multiparms, editing, adding, and removing. So you don't have to stick to the way the add node makes multiparms with Python states. You can make your own, like anything is possible here. Okay, so Pong, I press enter, and this ball will keep going faster and faster on tick. So just a few more hits and it's gonna become really fast. So you can play this and see how far you can get. I'm gonna speed this up in the video, but let me play it. Okay, I got 78, not bad. Houdini bird. So this is like, I don't want to say the name, maybe we'll get sued for that. But, this is a Houdini bird game, and I'll hit enter, and you just left click to jump. There. The collision is not the best. I'm using a group inside of this to know if I'll show you. So I'll go inside. We get this is what we have. Okay, so this is the collider but that's the actual player. That's the collider. Maybe because it's too small, but okay, so once this is inside, let's say I'll do that like this. Okay, so let's say this geometry is intersecting like that. It'll detect this point, hit group, and it's gonna say this will go to geometry, hit result 1. We are inside, then we are intersecting, then you lost. The Python state will read this number, and it will come in here, and it will change the switch to the win condition or the lose condition. Yeah. To match, I'll go to the type properties, and this is the logic for the bird game. It's also using the tick, using this QT that keeps firing every tick. There's the key event. You can also press A or B, but I found it easier to press the mouse. I gave you more options there. Okay, last one is chess. I put this out a while ago. I was just seeing what's possible with Python states, and you can definitely play games like chess. There. And you can use the CPU button to just watch it play itself, or you can when it's black on the side like that, you can move with the black, and then you click the CPU button and the white will move on its own. These are the dead pieces, and you have a reset. And these are your moves. So I can go through them one by one to see the history. And I can also save and load this list. So you can technically bake this out to your files somewhere. And if you're playing against someone else online, for example, they write to that file, you read it here, then you write to it, and then they read it, and then, I mean, you could use this to turn it into a multiplayer game, but that's beyond the purposes of this project. This is just, I'm just playing with it. Type properties, you can see here all the Python states with the, selecting, and when I'm highlighting certain tiles, I'm saying these are the possible moves, and like here, depending on the piece you selected, there are different possible moves, and everything is being handled here, and also a lot of vex. There's a lot of vex inside handling the logic too. It's you want to dig into this and like try to understand it, feel free, but I'm not making a tutorial about this. It's way too big to go over. But everything I'm doing in there, like there's all the functions, like nothing is new. Like I'm getting the node, I'm getting the geometry. What else? I'm just getting setting parameters here. This is the highlight. We talked about how to highlight stuff. We're doing on draw here, mouse events, setting attributes, or like getting attributes. We cannot set attributes with Python states. What else? This is like, okay, if the second the person clicks, it's their turn. If the first clicks, it's their, yeah. Feel free to dig in. Okay, what else? I need to talk about one more thing with this. We can go to this viewer state browser by going to inspector viewer state browser. So this will, maybe I should have talked about this from the beginning, but I thought this might be too much. Going through the whole series first and like maybe learning about this now is better. I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I think. So py states, I'll do that, enter, log this message. So see how this is saying log this message? This we can go to type properties and self.log, and this is similar to printing. The whole series we were printing, but honestly, it's better if you log things. You just see them in here, and you're not gonna get this pop-up menus like screaming at you. You can see them here, and you could do, try, dot, column, and then write your stuff, and then do except to make sure the errors are handled in here, and then you log them. It's better this way. And last thing I want to show is file, load examples. It's gonna take a second, just wait for that. And this will load the Python states example. So we will have in the shelf, we'll have demo viewer states. So all of these are Python state examples. If you double click it, it will open a new hip file, and I don't want to do that right now, but you can feel free to dig in and like learn from these ones too. Okay, so that's it. There's this thing on the side. If you want to download a bunch of HDAs and create them all in your geometry, like your container here. You can, this is the hep folder. This is the where the HDAs are. So that's the directory there. And that's the container, this geo one. Uh, you do that, you run this one, it'll create all of these HDAs if you have them in your path. I only did this because I didn't have all of these downloaded and like, I had them in a different file and then that's how I brought them in. But as soon as you open this hip file, you're gonna have them here. This is more of a utility thing you can use if you have other HDAs and you wanna just create them all instead of going up here and like going import Houdini digital asset and doing that one by one. So that's all. Let me know if you need specific Python state tutorials. I can keep adding to this series, or I will make a new one with a few of the missing things. I'm sure I've missed a few things that are essential. So just let me know, and I'll make tutorials for those too. Right? Good job for getting this far.